Hello, ma'am. We are Team 10. We are working on Milgram's theory of small world networks, and the team members are Kolla Sai Sanjit, Maruti Yadav, Sri Karthik, and Sri Surya Yella, and myself Surya Ji, and Praneeth Sunku, and Vishnu Vijit. And now my teammates are gonna take the topic from here.
Hello, I'm Praneeth. I'm going to be talking about the goals and objective of this mini project. The goal is to validate the Milgram's theory of small worlds network and to demonstrate the concept of 6 degrees of separation and the role of the weak ties in connecting people who are not directly connected. The objective is to conduct a walking and talking study that explores the number of connections between individuals in a social network. The intention is to illustrate the idea of 6 degrees of separation and how weak ties can connect people who are not in close proximity to one another.
Hi, I'm Sri Karthik and I'll be speaking about Milgram's theory of small world networks. So, this experiment involved gathering a group of participants and requesting them to send packages to a target individual that might be located in a different area by forwarding them through their personal network of acquaintances. Through this experiment, Milgram found that on an average, it nearly only took 6 connections for the packages to reach the target individual, which led to the popular notion of 6 degrees of separation. And this experiment gave rise to the concept of small world networks, which we are currently working on. And according to Milgram, through this experiment, we learned that the basic weak ties between any two people play a huge role in small world networks because they enable information and resources to be transferred between these disconnected individuals. And as a result, these networks are also highly efficient and are also very resistant to failures.
Hi, I'm Maruti Yadav. I'll be telling you the approach of our process. We select two people of which one is known all across the campus and the other not so famous. Then we ask a group of people to send a message to the selected persons mentioned above and explain the rules to send the message. Later, we ask the senders whether they were successful in sending their message and how they sent the message, if they used anyone's help to pass the message. If so, then we record the number of degrees of separation. Simultaneously, we confirm with the receivers about the number of messages they received and from whom. Using the above methodology, we validate the Milgram's theory.
Myself, Sanjit, and I'll be talking about the learnings and the timeline of the mini project. So, the learnings. The learnings include better understanding of social networks, importance of weak ties in real world, and role of randomness. Randomness because the person, when he wants to choose an intermediary, he has multiple options, and this single option can also change the entire social network. So if I choose person 1, I can have a one type of social network. If I choose a person 2, I'll have a new social network. So the timeline. So the first initial days will be selecting the receivers. Followed by that is the selection of senders. And once we are done selecting the senders, we'll be explaining them the process of how to send the message and how help they can take. And then after that, we ask the receiver how many messages they got. And then we ask the same thing to the senders whether they were successful in sending the message or not. And then once we got both the results, we check for Milligram's theory. And then once we are done checking it, then we write a summary of it and submit the mini project.